early adopters of the Xbox One console might be slightly, minutely pissed off at the announcement that Microsoft unveiled to the entire world and to the interwebs the motherfucking Xbox One Elite console. Now, what does the Elite console have, AlphaOmegaSin, you may ask, or you're just gonna sit there watching us and say, I didn't fucking ask anything, you goofy son of a bitch. Well, the Elite is going to have a couple different features that you aren't going to see on the pre-existing Xbox One models, and it also comes bundled with the Elite controller, which is a bad motherfucker in itself. An extremely expensive bad motherfucker, but still a bad motherfucker first-party controller nonetheless. But it does come at a price, $150 more than all the other pre-existing bundles that are out there right now outside of the ones that include the Kinect, which nobody really fucking gives a shit about. But $150 more? That's quite a bit more. I mean, that's $500 compared to all the $100, $350 systems that are floating around out there to come with extra controllers and games and a bunch of other shit. I mean, that's a lot to cough up. We're talking about your wallet gets opened up, and we're talking Bill Gates and Scrooge McDuck gangbanging the living shit out of it. Scrooge McDuck with a fucking strap-on money bin looking one, and Bill Gates just running a fucking unlimited wealth train all over its ass, and it's fucking messy, and it's somewhere found on DeepNet in video form, and I'm sure there's fucking remix videos of it and parodies, and somebody's gonna end up making that shit into a Broadway musical. But, moving on, so the Elite controller, if you haven't seen it, the Elite controller by itself is 150 bones. You were fucking dropping a lot of cash to be able to get that, but it is a premium ass controller. First party offerings don't go this far. Okay, if you've ever seen some of the professional gamer league controllers, many of them will offer things such as little paddles on the back so that you don't have to take your thumbs off the analog sticks and you can just go and fuck around with them instead of having to go down to the D-pad. And then you can swap out the analog sticks, the D-pad, all that shit. Like, everything on it is customizable, and I like that a whole bunch. You can go and mess with the resistance on it. The thing's pretty fucking sweet. It's just that it's $150 fucking dollars. So essentially, you're having to go to black market, sell some fucking organs, dragging off your firstborn, and they're like, alright, alright. I'm like, nope, motherfucker, need that goddamn Elite controller. This comes bundled with it. But even though it's got the fancy-ass controller, what the fuck else does it have to really warrant a $150 markup compared to all the other systems that are out right now? Well, it's got a 1TB hard drive, which I don't fucking, for the life of me, understand why any console out right now has anything less than even a single terabyte for the hard drive, considering the shitloads of stuff that we install on it just from the games. The games alone have big-ass install files going onto them. The patches that go in addition to them, all the DLC that you go and download for them, all the games that you're going to get digitally all together just beyond the fucking installation disc bullshit. Then think about movies, TV shows, the Let's Plays that you end up saving onto there. Tons of fucking crap, music, pictures, everything. That shit adds up over time, and if you start amassing a big-ass library, sure enough, you're gonna fill that motherfucker up, and you're either going to end up looking at external options, replacement options, or wanting to just get a system that already has a pre-existing big-ass hard drive built into it so you don't have to fucking deal with anything. But again, that's a lot of fucking scratch, so just depends on how you want to go about things. But there is one interesting feature of this that's completely different you aren't going to find on the other Xbox One systems right now. And I don't know if this is a make or break situation, but still, whenever it's in standby mode and you go and you boot it up from there, whenever it's in sleep mode, this will boot up into the system 20% faster compared to all the other systems. Now, I don't know how significant that is for anybody out there, or if that's even some shit that's going to matter to most people. Now, if they said that it loads the games faster or it installs the games faster, I could see something like that being pretty damn useful. And granted, you are going to have to boot the system up every single time you want to go and play it from a sleep mode and all that shit. But, you know, power saving mode aside and all that shit, I wish it was just a little bit more useful. So you have an increased storage capacity, you have 20% loading up into the main system menu faster from being in sleep mode, and you have the Elite controller at a $150 premium markup compared to all the other bundles that exist right now. But those ones come with extra controllers. They come with bundles of games. I mean, some of them come with quite a few. I can imagine though, because this shit right now, I know that GameStop's going to be getting it sometime around November. Everywhere else gets it December, so GameStop ended up getting the jump on everybody for the holiday season. Whenever this goes on sale, I'm going to safely assume that all the stores out there online and the actual fucking brick and mortar stores will be smart enough to bundle this up with other games just to get the units moving. I mean, granted, it could sell itself just because, you know, it's a bigger, beefier fucking pro edition of a kind of like how the Xbox 360 had the pro versions of it. So this is their version of that, the Elite. So, despite gangbanging the shit out of your wallet with Scrooge McDuck and motherfucking Bill Gates, is this going to be worth it to most people out there? And are pre-existing fans, consumers, early adopters, people that have been there since day one with their day one edition Xbox One controllers and all that shit, are they going to be kind of jaded and pissed off by something like this? I mean, personally, I've never been bothered a whole bunch by shit like that, because I've seen systems go and release slim versions and smaller versions and fucking super premium, ultra, super duper fucking Voltron-looking versions and all that shit well after I had bought my system. But the fact was, I had my system for several years before they made that, so I couldn't be all that angry. But, you know, again, if somebody just went out and bought their shit today and just comes to find out, oh yeah, in like 2 months, there's gonna be a better version. Ah, that sucks a big bucket of fuck, don't it? Yep, yeah, there it is, swish and ride. It sucks. So, with that remain to be seen, it just depends on the individuals out there. So, and I personally was expecting this to be an Xbox One slim model, because there was rumblings around the internet that there was going to be a slim model, and this one isn't any smaller. The only difference aesthetically to it is that it has a matte finish on it. So, none of that glossy bullshit, no dust just creeping onto it, and you can see it from fucking miles away, and you're like, get the fuck off, they're dust bunnies, and Swiffer comes to the rescue, and then you just realize that you took too much LSD, and you really should be in your gaming room when you're taking LSD, because that kind of shit starts happening. You start fighting dust bunnies and shit. Then after you come off your high, you come to realize that you're running around in the streets and you pulverize several people into bloody mush piles and you're naked, wearing nothing but a fucking goddamn bonnet. So don't do some stuff like that. You don't want to look like the fucking like Betty Crocker bitch. So yeah, that went so many different fucking directions, but just visualize all of it. It'd make a fantastic comic or some Adult Swim type shit. Anyway, so Elite system? Don't give a shit about Xbox One? I have no fucking clue. Anyway, this is AlphaOmegaSin, as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers game the fuck on!